How to create a business invoice, professional invoice template. Hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I will be teaching you how you will be able to create your very own business invoice by utilizing some tools. Now, the way we will be doing it is for beginners, and it is something that you could utilize and replicate for any type of business that you have, and you could even use it for a general purpose. So over here right now, the first tool that you need to utilize and have is actually Google Sheet. You could use any type of spreadsheet that you want. You could use Microsoft Excel, or you could use Google Spreadsheet or any other software or application that you prefer. The important thing is it has the functionality of a spreadsheet where you could use commands to multiply and even add different values. And so for me, I will be using Google Sheets so that we will no longer transfer and open other tabs. We're only going to have our browser opened over here. So, the next tool that we will be using is Canva. We will not use Canva for the functionalities, but rather just a basis for our design. And then lastly, over here, we have ChatGPT, just something that you guys could use as an additional tool to help you formulate your formulas. Personally, myself, I am not the best at using spreadsheet. At some point, I was really good at spreadsheet, but as of now, with all the other things popping up and things being done, I slowly lost and forgotten all the different commands. So I will be utilizing ChatGPT over here to help me with my spreadsheet commands. And for you guys, if you forget a simple or a command, you could just simply search or ask ChatGPT for help, and it will not hurt you, or I don't think it's a bad thing if you ask help from ChatGPT, especially if you don't really know the answer. So anyway, over here in our spreadsheet, we have our empty spreadsheet over here. I created a brand new one. Let's simply name it Invoice. Just like that. Now, using spreadsheet right away is something we could do right away. So for example, over here, to show you the functionality of the spreadsheet, I could type here equals, and I want this category over here unto here to be summarized. So it has to be D3 to D7. Something like this. I'm going to remove the earlier part. So basically what this is going to do is that this specific text area or block will now add all of the numbers that I will put in this section. So for example, I have 100. It will automatically add that. 800. It will automatically add, as you can see here. So you can see the application and the utilization of this specific spreadsheet functionality into making an invoice. There we go. It will automatically add onto that. And what we're going to do first is that something like this, it doesn't look professional. We need to have a design, of course. So what we're going to do is to go to Canva, search for business invoice, and click on enter. And you will be able to see templates available, as you can see here, for us to copy and replicate. There's a lot of examples over here. So for example, I would like to have a very simple one, which is this one over here. Choose the one that you like the most. Click on customize. Now I'm not going to make a 1-by-1 replica or 1-to-1 replica, but we're just going to focus on the components, and the design is completely up to you as the user. Of course, you could put it however, and you could formulate it however you want. You could have different colors, but these are my focus over here. The item name, price, quantity, total, subtotal, total, and all of those things. So go over here in your spreadsheet, select a specific area that you want to do it in, and let's input the necessary sections. So the first one is item name. Just like that. Now the item name is typically going to be long, going to be either 2 sentences or 2 words, stuff like that. So you're going to have to adjust it to make it into a long section over here. so that there is space for an actual product name. And then you have your price. Wait, put that over here. Quantity. And your total. There we go. Let's make them all caps lock. There we go. Total. Price. And item name. There we go. So let's give it a bit of a design. We're simply selecting all of that. Let's increase the size. Turn it into bold. Maybe even change the color if you're you want to change the color, something like that. We change the background over here. Let's make it into a light blue. And the color, let's go with a dark purple. And there we go. We have a very simple section here now. Now, the purpose of these areas over here are, of course, places to put the items in. So we're going to select that entire thing. And I'm going to add borders. So simply click on the border section over here. I'm going to zoom it in. This one. You could modify each of them if you want. But we could be satisfied with this output for now. Let me border this up too as well to keep it consistent. And there we go. You could remove the lines, the other lines if you prefer. So for example, I could select this specific column. Oops. Select this. And what I could do is that I could just make the inner border exist. So by doing this, inner border exists, but of course you have to apply it to other parts. Let's try it out. Let's see if it will work. Well, it's not showing the result that I want it to be. But anyway, I guess we could not do anything about that for now. The important thing is that we're doing this section over here. So the next one is the total section. So we're going to add a total price over here. Total. Then we're going to add equals, something like that. If you want to add the subtotal or something like that, you could add that as well. And over here in the quantity, this is everything that is going to be the amount. So we could simply put 1 or whatever over here that you want. But anyway, let's now then create our formula over here. So let's have that. So like I mentioned earlier, the formula is going to be equals the entire thing over here. So let's put sum. Let's select the columns that you want. So we have all of that. So now that will automatically add our the values. And what I also want is that the value would be multiplied by the amount of quantity. So over here, the total should be multiplied when the quantity is inputted. So actually, final total, we could just add a final total over here. Or we could do something complicated. So give me a second to think about it. So over here, what you're going to do is that you're going to make a very simple formula where you simply click on equals. Select these 2 columns over here, meaning that the result should be, we should have this as multiply. The result should be price multiplied by the quantity. And that's basically it. So whatever the price here, for example, 100, and the quantity would be 2, it should automatically add that, and the total should also add over here. And now all you need to do next is to set up the design. You could use Canva and all of its template, take advantage of all of its template to create a very simple design in the Google Sheets over here. But you understand the functionality and very simple formulas to perform this. So just follow that, and you can even add photos in your Google Sheets as well if you prefer, by simply inserting it through the different functionalities over here, like image over here. So that's basically it now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.